Hi, hello, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. In the last episode, we got to do Bowl of Embers, or Ifrit's fight. We found out that we're kind of the special. I mean, we kind of already knew that, but basically because we can't be turned into not a thrall, what do they call it? A tempered follower, basically primal fuel. We kind of are naturally immune to that, so that gives us sort of an edge on the primals, and it gives us a way to fight them. So that's sort of useful. We're, I think, officially a scion now. Let's log in and see. Still no Q again. Dynamis very sleepy. I'm okay with that. So yeah, when we were last here, I kind of decided to end it here, and maybe soon go do Arcanist stuff. I'll go ahead and start, since we're here at Menphilia and Prey returned to the Waking Sands already. I think I'll go ahead and start this quest line at least. Hero in the making. Menphilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? We are already famous. Okay. We're cute. Famously cute, that's for sure. Okay, let's see if I can remember Menphilia's voice. We're prim, we're proper. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought or reward. Conforming to Ishtola and the Scions would benefit from your aid, and no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. Huh? What? We have guests, Rayna. Or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons. Oh, are we gonna get to pick our grand company? Ah, Lady Menphilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Lamensa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Rayna, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. We're being courted. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how words of Rayna's deed spread so quickly to Tataru, that the immortal flames should know of her triumph is to be expected. What of the other grand companies? I don't know anything about that. Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Morel. Ooh, Mistress Morel is no. I'm Rayna, thank you. 'Tis no ordinary woman who could face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure to finally meet you, Mistress Morel. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. I'm not sure what voice to give this guy. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. Nah, sorry, I don't like Ul'dah. The Admiral was not... I always say admirable. Admiral. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Well, often does she speak of you, friend. As do many others in Limsa. Long before the rest of Eorzea took note, your name was well known to us, owing to your valorous deeds on behalf of our citizens. Oh, cheap blow. Well, not blow, but like, we helped you get your start kind of energy there. It is only natural that we would want you for the maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory. Ah, good pun. Lady Manfilia. They're like all three at once. Oh, very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on the matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources. I just want to talk to whoever wrote all this. I know you definitely didn't intend for anyone to voice act it, and that's why this is not voice acted, because, like, I feel like if Manfilia's voice actress looked at this script, it would probably have been like, I'm charging you double, because it's just so dense. There are presently 3 organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserve your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet, I can see that it is no small choice you make. I'm already going for Limsa. They've got the coolest color scheme for me. I don't like yellow or green at all. They're not my favorite colors, and I am very shallow. And he's got a little bell on his head. I just realized that's super like a little bell. I have to pick him. That's, yeah. It's a done deal, I think. Also, Limsa's my favorite. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. Gridania is definitely up there. It's a tie between Gridania and Limsa in terms of vibes that I like for main cities. But if we're being extra honest, in terms of actual cities I wish I could have a Grand Company in and work with, I would say Old Charlian. Like, I very badly want Old Charlian to have like an order, like let me be part of the students of Baldessian, or, you know, some local Grand Company or other. That would be really neat. I would really like that, but alas. So Limsa is just because the color scheme's better. Yeah, that's as shallow as it gets. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will of course recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? Yeah, sure. A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, milady. Very well. Let Rayna hear our leader speak, and return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. Yeah, thanks. I guess. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Rayna, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill. Okay, Grand Companies will help with that. I'm sorry, I'm not reading all this right now. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. Just help know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. Grand Companies are protective forces the Scions work with. Yeah. I'm so sorry. It is a lot. Try to voice act all the Realm Reborn stuff. I feel like the script gets less dense later, or at least just not so chunky. But I have allergies, so my throat is very sensitive, so it's a lot of just immediately dense reading. So forgive if I kind of TLDR it sometimes. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Rayna, and you have the power to help shape it anew. Thanks. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there's naught we cannot achieve. That's very nice. That's nice. Now it is time for you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Thanks. Okay. Oh. Well, grand companies. Again, I pretty much already very solidly know. I mean, I kind of wish I could be like, hey, I pretty much know I want you know, the Limsa. Okay. Can I go like click them? When the Admiral speaks, even pirates listen, and that is no small thing. She is a born leader. The kind one would gladly follow to the 7th hell. I like a little salute. The Flame General is a passionate man, and his words never fail to light a fire in the belly of those who listen. I'm sure you'll be no exception. The eldest Seedseer speaks only truth, and her words have the power to touch the soul. At the sound of her voice, all fall silent and attend her. Kan-E-Senna is probably my favorite. Well, Merlwyb is my favorite. Again, Lamsa's just got the cool, like, badass pirate admiral, and that I keep saying admirable, but it's fine. With the power you possess, there will be those who wish you ill. Yeah. Okay. I'm repeating yourself. I'm gonna go speak with Tataru, and then we might actually do Arcanist quest. Well, this is what? Level 20, so maybe we'll keep doing this for a minute. Also again, I love Rayna. I love her outfit right now. I just think she's neat. I don't know. Look at her. Isn't she just cool? I don't know. I love my cat girl. Leave the waking sands. Alright. Hello, Tataru. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Rayna. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly, and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes well, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, with Elder Seedseer Kan-E-Senna will deliver her address at miqo'te's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change, so there's not much we can do about that. So make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Rabban Aldin will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, it's rumored there'll be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwyb Bluefishwin will be giving her address. I remember the Bluefishwin.
I am Merlwyb Bluefishwin.
The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry Xanthale, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order. Though your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may will change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Okay, so basically go to whichever one you want, and things will shift for you. Farewell. Alright. So I think she said, yeah, you can do it. Let's do it in order. Let's be good. Gridania. You still have 8th or 8 tickets? Alright. But also real fast. I want to see. I can't break my own rule and not look at blue quests. So let's actually look at this blue quest. Tiomui would grant you passage through the White Wolf Gate. I don't know what that means. Rayna, is it not? I've been following your exploits with great interest. You've observed glimpses of the Mensa well, but I believe your greatest accomplishments are yet to come. It is with swift, lofty expectations that I would grant you passage beyond Gridania's own White Wolf Gate. Take this pass and show it to Franchemonteux. Franchemonteux. Monteux. France. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay. All the names in this game crack me up. Alright. Franchemonteux, the gatekeeper. You heard yourself well for the battles to come, and I am sure that news of your deeds will reach me before long. Okay, well, I just wanted to get that off the list. I don't really know what it is. That's fine. Wait, hold on. Miqo'te's amphitheater. What? I think I already unlocked it all. Hell yeah. Go past me. Right. Go to our destination.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seed Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
Hello, ma'am.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood. Fearful
I just like
of
her
the
voice.
green wrath,
I don't know.
they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago.
That was a long time ago.
Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization. And soon, they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer.
That self-assured youth is none other than Alphinaud.
The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelves Wood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness.
I don't remember these kids' names. They're not kids. They're all like elemental, immortal, like speakers, kind of like Kan-E-Senna is. So they stop aging after a while. They're all very old. Permanent anime youths.
Who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Carteneau. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed. Each waking hour, a struggle to survive.
I do think it's neat that they incorporated, like, basically, from my understanding, the base game, the original 1.0 version was not a success. And I started playing this game very long, like, 10 years after the fact. So I can't speak to whether that's true or not. I just know that the story goes, the sales weren't good, people weren't playing it, people weren't having a good time with it on the whole. And so Square Enix decided to just throw a moon at it and make it part of the lore, which I think is I will always think that that's such a unique choice. I think it's the best thing they could have done, because here we are 11 years later. I'm making this Let's Play, and 10 years later, sorry, maybe 11 years. Anyway, it's all a decade later, and Endwalker is one of the most popular MMOs right now. So like MMO expansions right now. So I just it was interesting to kind of look back on it like this.
Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Oh man, Alisae's voice has changed. I don't remember this. I definitely skipped this the first time. I skipped some cutscenes or just didn't process them the first time I played this.
It dealt death
Because
to
I didn't remember
Eorzean
the twins
and
until
Garlean alike.
Horchefant.
Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost.
Thence?
Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action.
Fair.
I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Interesting words there.
We must think of the children.
Woods will be
Not that we
done.
must think of the children.
The elementals!
What will the children do? Well, good speech, I guess. That was something. A little backstory on each faction, I guess. We all have main character energy. I love that.
If you'll permit me, Alphinaud.
Hello, Alphinaud. I said Alphinaud for the
And
longest
my
time.
sister, Alisae, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler.
How do, fellow traveler?
You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
I'm glad they changed his voice. This voice it makes him snotty. It pushes him a little too into spoiled rich kid. Oh god, okay. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with 2 beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. I love Garuda, though. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change recently observed, roughly the time they summoned the primal Ram, Jigglybeard Grandpa. The Gridanians have no love of war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Resort? Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Yeah, restoring your wood can take some time. I understand. A little cooldown period, Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come all-out war. When it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. I'm doing a terrible Alphinaud. I'm sorry. Can't do British. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them, then? Alisae's like, you never shut up. I'm leaving. It's interesting that they have them dressed the same. I didn't notice, again, because I don't know if I just didn't pay attention to them. Like, I feel like I skipped some opening cutscenes for sure. Because Alisae, the first time I really recognized her and knew her as a character was when she was already in her red, like, the red version of the outfit that Alphinaud wears. They've got their, like, red and blue going on, so you can differentiate them. I don't know. I just it's interesting to see that, and they just kind of leave. Like, oh, okay, well, bye. I guess. I don't think any of these people are to do with the. Yeah, I don't think any of this is to do with the amphitheater, the ceremony. So maybe what we'll do is we'll make this maybe like 3 shorter episodes in a row. So we'll do, one for Gridania, one for Ulda, and then one for Limsa. And of course, ultimately probably going with the Limsa. They're the Grand Company I have on my main as well. And I prefer their colors, like the red and black color scheme over yellow or green. So that's kind of ultimately what wins out. And I feel like that fits better with the darker purples and black vibe that I have going for Rayna. And if I go more brighter colors, it would still be like bright purples or reds or greens. Well, the green would go well with the green would go well, but I don't want to be an Ulda. I'm torn now. Okay, maybe this isn't the set deal that I thought it was. I guess we'll see. But again, thank you for watching these. I know this is a slightly shorter episode, but I'm also taking some time off this week and figured let's do some self-care. Let's do some shorter episodes for a bit. Again, I'm the only one editing these, and I really appreciate if you like these, supporting. I will, like I said, next episode will be, we'll just basically have one episode for each little explanation so that, they get the due attention they deserve, since I clearly zoned out on them the first time I did this. And I want to give them all the due diligence. So yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I don't know why I said that. I just ended my stream not that long ago. Forgive me, I'm rambling. Okay, till next time.